Worry is a good topic. You would all like to discuss what is worrying? What do you mean by worry when we talk about worry? What do you mean by that?
So to me it is insecurity.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Don't know.
Yes. Worry comes from uncertainty, fear of unknown, right? Anxiety, worry, and it's coming from unknown and fear. Now, if you are, what do you worry about? Are you worried about right now, this present moment, right this second? No? Okay, you are not worried about right now. What are you worried about? She worries about the future. Can you worry about the past also?
No.
About the past.
Well, the past is gone.
It's gone. You can't worry about it.
It's gone.
So you only worry about the future, right?
Yeah.
When you worry about the future, right? So the future is unknown thing, it's uncertain. You can't worry about the past, right? So you can only worry about the future. Now what is future? Do you know about your future? Anybody knows about that? You can learn from the past, exactly. You learn from the past so that you don't make the same mistake again and again, right? Yes. But for the future, as I said, nobody knows about our future, right? Nobody. And even if they imagine it, it's still not the correct, right? Even if you imagine this could be, it may not happen that way, the way you are imagining it. Yes. Future is something unknown and is uncertain. And is it true? Let's see. Is future true? Is it really going to true means it's going to happen exactly the way you're thinking?
Probably not.
So it's not the truth. So when the future is not the truth, it's imaginary, it's your imagination playing games, and you don't know for certain that whatever you're thinking will happen, then what is the truth? Truth is the present, right now. This is true, right? That you're sitting in this class, that is the fact, that is the truth, ultimate truth. But if you will be here next minute, you don't know. You may walk out, right? So that is unknown, that is uncertain. If you start worrying about something which is not even true, how does it help? It doesn't, right? So we have to think like that. We have to change our thinking in that manner. That what I am worrying is all imagination. It is not the truth. The truth is at present. That is why we say that one should always live in present. One should always live at present. It should be a now moment. Now moment is living at present, dealing with the situations as they come at present. And when that future that you're imagining, when it becomes present, you deal with it at that time also, as a present. Worrying is something, your imagination, it is nothing else, and it is creating, as I told you, every thought creates an emotion. So when you start worrying about, imagining about something negative, then it will also create anxiety, fear in you, and these emotions are all connected to the thoughts. So yes, talking about faith.
Yes, sir.
Yes, so faith is something that you have to have on your own self. Okay? Faith on your own self, faith on your own abilities to create whatever you want to create. Okay? Because spirituality is nothing but understanding that you create everything with your own thoughts, and as you think, that is how you create. And you can create fear for yourself, or you can create peace for yourself. It's up to you. Because if you're going to continue in your imagination about something which is not even real, which is not the truth, and create fear and uncertainty and anxiety for yourself, then you are doing it to yourself. So have faith in your own abilities, have faith in the universal energies, God, if you worship God, have faith in everything, but main thing is you are the creator. So you have to have faith in your own self. And as I said, right now, whatever the situation may come, You can deal with it? You have confidence that you can deal with it or not?
No.
Any situation that is created in this room right now, can you deal with it?
Yeah.
And you can. So that is the faith that you have in yourself. So if you know that you can deal with any situation that comes up right now in a positive manner, then same faith, whenever the situation will come in the future, I will deal with it at that time. Instead of worrying about it, instead of thinking about it in a negative manner, we are creating negative vibrations for ourselves. As a result, our energy goes down, and we are also, with every thought, creates an emotion. So every negative thought that we are thinking is creating a negative emotion. That is an emotion of fear, anxiety, and uncertainty.
I understand that because, because I've been doing this work now with you for a long time.
Yes.
And I'm getting, but it still comes up, the thoughts still come. I get out of it faster.
Yes,
than I
good.
used to.
So that is the progress.
I
Now
get
that
out
you're
of it
getting out faster,
but it does still happen.
so yes, but right now maybe you're taking 5 minutes to get out of it. As you progress more, it'll be instant. You'll get out as soon as the thought will come, you will see it as a garbage thought, and you'll remove it and move on. And continue with another thought or another thing that you need to take care of at present. If you live in the present, that means living in the present means enjoying the moment as it is, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, focus your attention, have your concentration on that moment. Do not, sitting in this class, don't think about what I'm going to be doing tomorrow or after 1 hour. That is living in the future, and that is not the reality, because you may be thinking you will be doing after 1 hour this, but then something may happen and you never can do that thing, whatever you were imagining or even planning. That does not mean that you don't plan. We can plan things, we can plan our itinerary as to what all I need to do and what all I am going to tackle, but if it will happen exactly the way you planned it, that is not the certainty. So one should be available to accept the change, accept the flexibility of the itinerary.
Well, I worry about my friends too, and people I love. Especially if they're having issues, I worry about them. If they're going to be okay, and I can't. I can't. I want to help them, and I can't.
You do know that everybody does have their own plans, right? And they have come with the plan. So everything is always happening for the good. Whether it's negative or positive in your view, it is for your own growth and it is for your own benefit. So you're always learning from every experience. So if you go to understand that since you have your life, you are in control of that life, and you have created the experiences that you want to enjoy. Similarly, other people also have control over their lives. It's their life, they are the creators, and they have to take control and charge of their life. By worrying about others, you cannot change their destiny, and you cannot change them either. What are thoughts? Yes, thank you. What are thoughts? Thoughts are information, right? It's all information, nothing else. So all the thoughts that come up in your mind are just the information that is stored in your mind. So when the thoughts come up or the information comes up in your mind, you have to see whether it is a good thought or a bad thought, depending on whether it's a useful thought. And I have always told you to analyze every thought with 3 factors. Thoughts are information, right? So you have to analyze all the thoughts from 3 points. First of all is, how truth is it? How true is it with that whatever I'm thinking? Is it really the reality? So if you're imagining something, that's not the truth. That's your imagination. That's not the reality. So from the point of truth, it doesn't work out that thought. Secondly, is it a useful thought? Is it in any way useful to you to think that something bad might happen to me?
No.
No. And then third, is it a kind thought?
No.
It's not even a kind thought because it's making you unhappy, it's making you anxious. So you have to analyze each and every thought from these 3 point of views. Okay? 3 point of views, you have to analyze it, and then if it fails even from 1 point, truth, usefulness and kindness. If it fails even at 1 point, that means it's a garbage thought. What do you do with a garbage thought?
Throw it out.
You actually imagine that you are picking it up on a dustpan and you're throwing it out into the universe. Okay, when you do this practice, you are actually telling your mind you don't want this thought. Okay, and when you do this practice also, this is called the process of mindfulness, and you do this process of mindfulness, keep removing the negative thoughts. Understand, it's information. If you have thought of one thought again and again, may 100 times you thought of the same thought. Okay, now 100 layers of the same information has been stored in your mind. 100 layers. Now, in order to remove 100 layers, it's not going to happen in one time. You know, once you came and you removed it and it's going to go. No, 100 layers may come up. So you have to keep on removing it till it stops coming up. And also your mind gets the information that you do not want this information, thought coming up. Okay? Whatever we think, that is who we are. You are the pure soul, and on the basis of being a pure soul, one should act in a purity. That's what it's saying. So you can take deep breaths. So she's talking about anger. So when you have anger coming up or any kind of anxiety coming up, you can take deep breaths. And that will instantly push it down. And also, as I said, when you do calm down, I want you to send blessings to the person against whom you are angry. Okay? So do that. It helps. So connect to the light and send the blessings to the white light. Because his energy will start changing. Because you're sending positive vibes to that person, so his energy will definitely start changing. You know? And especially towards you. Because now you are giving out love, and if he's sending out negativity, love is always more powerful than the negative vibrations. So it changes your emotions. When you are sending out positive vibrations, blessings to the other person, it will not only change your own vibrations, it will bring you into positivity, it will make you feel good. Also, the everything is energy around us, so everything is connected and traveling. So it will also connect and it will reach that person, and it will also help to change that person's energy. Okay? Got it? So that always happens. It happens, and that is how to deal with the anxiety. It is always good to deal with the anger and worrying. Worrying, as we were talking about, is something that you always imaginary, and you have to understand it's not a reality, and you deal with it in that manner. Do not, because worrying is something you are wasting your energy basically, isn't it? You are using your mind and you are using your energy to think of something which is not true, and which may not come out to true also. So if you have to plan something for the future, if you have to think about future, always try to think something positive, something good, because whatever you think will manifest eventually in your life. It does manifest. So if you start thinking positive, then positive things will start happening in your life. So instead of thinking negative about the future, if you start thinking something positive about the future and give energy to that, giving energy means more you think, the more the energy is given to that thought. So if you are going to think 100 times same thought, you've given a lot of energy to that thought, and that thought will happen in your life. It will manifest in your life, definitely. It may not manifest now, but it will manifest in the future. So when you start thinking, please, when you become aware of your worrying and become aware of your thoughts that they are negative, change it instantly to something positive. And when you change instantly to something positive, you will see not only your worry will go away, but now you are going to manifest something positive in your future.
I'm starting now to when I have those thoughts, I get out of it quicker, but I also
It's all right if it takes 5 minutes for you to recognize it. At least you're recognizing it. Otherwise,
What I'm
people
saying
can
is-
just go on about it for the days, worrying about the same thing, which is not even truth.
No, what I'm saying is that now I'm starting, when I see it, I'm starting to laugh at it a little bit. It's like,
Yes.
This was really silly.
Yes, exactly. And that's how you have to deal with it, and you have to manifest something positive. So start thinking about your future in a positive manner, in something that you want to manifest. So this is how we create. This is how we create what is going to happen in our life. Okay, so if we are thinking positive all the time, and if really we want something, say I want to buy a car, okay, so I will start thinking about the car, and then I can think about the car, what kind of a car I want, what color I want, so that is kind of now thinking about the future. It's not happening right now, you don't have a car, so you're thinking about the future. Then now you have to keep thinking, I want this color car and this brand and this kind of a thing. Now you expand your visualization into, okay, not only did I get the car, but I'm also riding in the car with my boyfriend, girlfriend, and I'm going for long rides and all. So every time you're thinking about the car, you're giving energy to that thought, and you will see that you will get that car eventually. Understand? Now this is a positive thought you created. Now if you think I'm going to get a cancer, then that's what you're going to create for yourself. This is how we create whatever is happening in our life. So you have to become aware. This is called mindfulness. Become aware of what you're thinking. Watch it and stop it. Stop the negative flow of your thoughts immediately. As soon as you become aware, stop it and change it to something positive. Change it to something good. If you cannot change it, if it keeps going back, you can take deep breaths. You can even chant mantra of Om in your mind. That will also switch your mind from negative to something positive. And it will raise the vibrations, and when it raises the vibration, the negative thoughts will stop coming. Breathing exercises helps you a lot to control your mind. When we take deep breaths, instantly we are getting oxygen, right? So when we are breathing into the oxygen, we are raising that. What is oxygen? Energy, right? So we are now breathing in more energy consciously, and that means we are raising our energy. And as such, when energy rises, negative thoughts are at the lower vibrations, positive thoughts are at the higher vibrations. When you take more energy into yourself, the negative thoughts at the lower vibration will stay at the lower, and you will be at a higher energy, at a higher point, and those negative thoughts will stop bothering you. They will not come up. If there is a lot of negative thoughts stored in your subconscious mind, they will come up.
What?
Negative thoughts are stored in your mind, in your subconscious mind. They are stored there. Stored there means there's a storage of memories, all the past memories in your subconscious mind, and those thoughts will come up, and they will keep creeping up, as you said. Then you have to keep removing it and replacing it with the positive. Yes, it could be a negative thought about something past, or even a worry about the future, but you keep removing those and keep changing it to something positive. You can say that also to your mind, I am much stronger than what you think. If you think I will give in to this negative thought, you can think again, because I am much stronger than you are. Because now you're talking to your own mind, okay? Now when you start talking to your mind and you tell the mind that I am more stronger than you, that means you are controlling your mind. Earlier, it was your mind controlling you, because it was sending you negative thoughts and you were giving in and getting depressed with it. But now, when you say, I am in control of my mind, and I will decide what I want to think, how I want to react, what kind of emotions I'm going to create, then you are in control. So you can, when the negative thoughts come, just remove them, and you can tell your mind, this is all garbage, don't give me all these garbage thoughts, I'm not interested, and then replace it with something positive. You can even tell your mind, I want positive thoughts. Keep telling it, keep telling it. It's like a small child. You have to retrain it again and again. Same thing, you have to tell the child 100 times before it understands. Same way, your mind is like a little child. You have to keep telling it. How the cleansing happens, understand? These negative thoughts will come up, you remove them, and you have removed a layer of negative thoughts from your mind. Then again it comes up, then you again remove it, another layer is gone. So this way, once the 100 layers are gone, you are out. You're free of that thought. Yes. Cleaning your mind constantly, and one day you will see these thoughts will stop coming and you will be at peace all the time. All the time you will be at peace within yourself, and you'll be more focused in whatever you're doing, more concentrated, and you can create whatever you want to create. Right now your mind is ruling you, so you cannot create what you want. You go with the flow of your mind, and then it manifests, negative things manifest in your life. But when you stop the flow, then you will be creating something positive. The worrying does not help. You don't have to worry. Everything is always in place. That's what I'm saying. Have faith. No, it does. Because what you have to do is you have to work towards it. When you are working towards it, it will happen. If you're working, won't the money come to pay your bills? So if you're not working, then you have to worry. Okay. But if you're working towards it, you will get the money to pay your bills. So there's no point in worrying about it. Yes, if you're not working, then you should not be, you should be worried how to pay the bills. But then that's what you are choosing to create for yourself. You are choosing not to work. You are choosing to stay home. You are choosing to sit and worry. That is your choice. Understand? So wherever the thought goes, that's where your energy is going. Okay? So if your thought is going in a positive direction, your energy is going in a positive direction. That means you are raising your energy. If your thought is negative, you are lowering your energy. Understand? Because everything is energy. So when you feel those negative vibes, you can play. Yes, you can sit and pray, or you can even put a chant, some kind of a positive chant in your to circulate the sound. On your phone, you can put the Om mantra and let it play for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or half an hour in your apartment, and you will see the energy will change. Om mantra, it's on YouTube. Try it when the problem comes up, try to focus on the solutions rather than the problem itself. Because if you keep thinking of the problem, you're giving energy to the problem. That will become bigger. But if you are going to think of the solutions to that problem, you will find so many solutions that you will be able to get out of that problem in no time. So as I said, if you start focusing on the solutions, your own mind will tell you the solutions. Your own higher self, your own higher mind will give you the solutions to the problem that you're facing. But if you're going to focus on the problem itself, oh, it's so big, it's so difficult, and start complaining and criticizing, it's only going to make it worse. The problem will become bigger and bigger and worse. And your energy will also go down, and you will not have the ability to find a solution. Okay? So please try to focus on the solutions rather than the problem itself. Then it will become very small, and you'll be able to get out of it very quickly. Okay? So worrying is just a imagination which is not the truth, and you can understand that every thought has an emotion connected to it, so that will only create anxiety and fear in you, and as a result it is best to change the thought and make it to something positive, something that you can find the solution about, and that you can really enjoy, that you can create something positive. As I said, every thought you're creating, understand that. That's a simple point, very basic point. With every thought you are creating something. So if you only have positive thoughts, what are you going to create? Just positivity in your life. And if you're going to have negative thoughts, then yes, of course negative thoughts will come up because they are already there in your subconscious mind, stored there. You have to cleanse them out, so they will keep coming up. As soon as they come up, replace it with something positive. That is the process of cleansing. That is the process of mindfulness. That is how you cleanse it out of them and you get rid of them. You cleanse out, maybe it will come up 100 times, the same thought. But that's fine. Cleanse it out 100 times. Replace it with something positive. Breathe. When you breathe also, you are raising your vibrations and that thought is going out into the universe. Do not think again about the same thought again, because if you start thinking about the same thought again, you are replacing one layer of that thought. So where you were doing the cleansing, now you replaced it with the same thought again, that you again restored that thought. You have to remove it immediately as soon as you become aware of it. Rules are the boundaries that you set in for your own self. Okay, so if you want to do that boundaries, create some boundaries, but create positive boundaries for yourself. So if you want to create some positive boundaries, then do it, because it will help you to raise your vibration. To understand, your aim should be just to raise your vibration. It doesn't matter how you do it. And only positivity will raise it, negativity will only bring it down. Okay, because everything is energy, you are energy, everything you're thinking is creating energy. So in the energy, in order to raise it, you have to think in a positive manner so it goes up.